Hey beauties, and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Riri, and I love progression. That's kind of an odd thing to say, but I have two pictures from when I was younger over here, and I just look at what I've been through, and not just progression with like my makeup and stuff like that, but just progression in life in general. I feel like that's the beautiful part of life, is that we all fall, we all fail sometimes, we all get to a point, a breaking point, darkness in our lives, etc. We all experience pain, love, heartbreak. We all want the best for our children if we have children. That's kind of why I don't understand racism and sexism and things like that, because at the end of the day, we are so much more alike than we, I think, imagine that we are. So yeah, progression. Anyways, today is a requested video because so many of you kind of commented after my back to basics skincare, and you were like, I need more. I don't feel like you explained it well enough, or I don't feel like you explained it in detail for us, more mature beauties, etc. So per your request, I am going to be doing all of my skincare. And it's a lot, you guys, so I'm going to try to push through as quickly as I possibly can. I'm going to just give a couple of deets. I am 40 and a half. I do have dry skin. I do have some acne scarring. I do have some rosacea, broken capillaries, a couple little age spots and stuff like that. Overall, I really love my skin. I think that I have really nice skin, thank you God. But of course, I do have some little things going on, but very dry, very textured. My skin, especially in the wintertime, will literally peel right through here and above my eyebrows, and it actually gets very painful. So I really have to be cautious, especially in the wintertime. So with that being said, I just got out of the shower just a little bit ago. I always just keep my hair towel on, or if you want to pull your hair up, do a headband, whatever. I will never understand how y'all can do your hair or your skincare with your hair, your makeup or your skincare with your hair all in front of your face. Don't get it, don't understand it, but that's just me. Anyways, very first and foremost, you're going to remove your excess makeup. I typically would just use a Neutrogena makeup wipe or some coconut oil if I have waterproof makeup on, and I would just put it on my fingers and very lightly massage it. I will go like this and kind of pull through my lashes, which I kind of try to stay away from waterproof mascara as much as I can. And just kind of maybe if I have a red lip or a bold lip, if I have pigments on my eyes versus eyeshadow, I will do that. So I will always do that first, cleansing my skin as far as making, taking the makeup off. Next, I will actually go in and cleanse. You guys know I have raved since March about my Clarisonic. I absolutely love it. I just got this new head. This is like the slightly more aggressive one, I guess you could say. But this is literally 60 seconds in the shower. I will either use Purity, which this is probably my 500th bottle. I need them to sponsor me one day when they actually know that I exist. Because, yeah, I go through way too much of this, and my son uses it, and it's very expensive. But I have also lately been loving the Glam Glow, the little bubble cleanser. It works really nice, and normally I don't like things that kind of bubble up, but I don't feel it on my skin. It's not like a weird fizzy bubble, so I really like it. It smells nice, doesn't break my skin out or anything like that. So I will use one or the other and do the 60 seconds with my Clarisonic. Now, during the day, I am pretty simple during the day, and I'm not going to tone just yet because I'll do that with nighttime. But during the day, I will tone. That is always my first step after cleansing when I get out of the shower or cleansing at the sink. Always using a toner. I used Avon toner for years, but literally a cotton ball, cotton pad, and some toner. So I'll show you that in 1 second. During the day, I will cleanse, obviously in the shower or at the sink. I will tone my skin, and then I will either go in with my IT Cosmetics by Redness Moisturizer or my Elemis collagen cream. That's all I do for daytime. And then in the summertime, I use an SPF foundation, BB cream, or like my powder foundation from IT Cosmetics, and then I will set it with an SPF setting spray. I personally do not like sun protection on my skin. And you can use chemical sunscreen or mineral sunscreen, so we'll get into that. I don't like the way they feel on my skin, and they tend to break me out. That's why I choose to kind of do my processes and then just use that as my makeup to kind of be my barrier for sun protection. But I do absolutely recommend sun protection. So I'm going into nighttime because literally that's all I do during the day. I will tone and then throw on a moisturizer. I don't do all the serums and all that kind of stuff for that particular time. Now, I will also, every Wednesday and Sunday, those are the days that my husband used to have pool for years and years and years. So I would tuck my son in, and kind of Wednesday and Sunday were like my me nights, you know? And I would just take the extra time, and it was always kind of just instinctively, you know, hey, my husband's not here, I have the extra time, I'm going to exfoliate, do this, do this, do this. So 2 to 3 days a week. More depending on your skin type. I definitely would suggest, if you have dry skin, to not exfoliate more than 2 to 3 times a week. If you do have more oily skin, acne prone skin, or your skin is not sensitive, you can go a little bit more, but again, that is a personal thing and based on your skincare needs and what your skin can handle. But my all-time favorite is the Dr. Brandt Microdermabrasion, and this is the age-defying one. This one, first of all, it smells incredible. It feels really nice on the skin. It works, but it doesn't over dry. It doesn't break me out. I've never had any redness from this. I've never had any cracking to the skin or anything like that, or any kind of breaking to the skin, which I've had in another one I'm going to show. So cleansing, and then I go in with the tone, or exfoliate 2 to 3 days a week. I go Wednesdays and Sundays. Geez. If I'm filming a lot, if I've done Halloween makeup, if I've worn heavy makeup for the entire week, or whatever the case may be, I will go in with the Ole Henriksen, and this is the walnut scrub. I will say this has very large granules in it. I mean, you can see it's almost empty, so I've used the shit out of it. It has very large granules in it, and it is very exfoliating. The first time I used this, I actually broke skin, and my skin did bleed, and I had an issue for a couple of days. I actually was not going to use it, and then a lot of my friends were like, no, it's really good, which people are on the fence about the walnut being in exfoliators. But they're like, I'm telling you, if you just take a lighter hand, I really think you're going to like it. And I love it. But I'm cautioning you guys because nobody cautioned me prior to using it, and I fucked my skin up. So I will go in again just when my skin is just feeling really heavy, when I really feel like maybe I'm getting breakouts. If I've worn makeup consistently, then I will go in with this one again, just on Wednesdays and Sundays for myself. And then recently, I think we've had this for about 2 weeks maybe. This is the new Glam Glow Tropic Cleanse Daily Exfoliating Cleanser. And I will go in with this. Again, I don't use it every single day just because I don't feel like I need to use it, but it smells incredible, first of all. It doesn't break me out. It feels really nice on the skin, and it doesn't over dry. I don't feel like it has as much kind of exfoliation properties or power as this one does. That's why I say, I mean, I kind of just use this kind of as a double cleanse, if you will, not necessarily to exfoliate my skin. I definitely prefer this one, and this is one that I use 99% of the time. So again, we've cleansed, and then we've toned, and then Wednesdays and Sundays I will exfoliate. Also on Wednesdays and Sundays, after I get to that point where I've toned, I've exfoliated and stuff like that, I go in Wednesday night and Sunday night and do a face mask, and then I end there. Again, that part is personal preference. When I do a face mask, I 99.999% of the time will use one that is a very hydrating formulation of a face mask. I don't use charcoal that often or anything like that. And then on Wednesday and Sunday, that's kind of my thing. I exfoliate really well, put a mask on my face for 20 minutes and enjoy it, take it off, rub the serum or whatever in, and I leave it at that. If I'm very dry, I'll press oil in. So now I'm going to get into kind of my everyday night skincare routine. So I have cleansed. I am now going to go in with my Pixie Rose Tonic. Any toner you have will work, whatever is your personal preference. And I again just use a cotton ball. And this is going to help balance out the pH in your system, in your body, in your skin, excuse me. It also helps minimize any kind of redness and things like that, any kind of I'm trying to think of the word, inflammation in the skin as well. And it really is going to help make sure that you are extra cleansed. The Clarisonic works pretty well as far as that goes. Like, you can't see any extra residue or makeup or anything like that on here, but that is the purpose of a toner as well. And I'm actually just going to read the back of this for you guys. This is a naturally soothing and rich in nutrients. This toner helps to tone, balance your pH, minimize your redness, and calm the skin. It rehydrates, replenishes, and refreshes. So you can use it in AM and PM. So I've cleansed, I've done my toner, Daytime I would have moisturized and let that be that. Now, after you cleanse and you tone, you're going to go into any kind of serums because you want to go lightest formulation into heaviest formulation. Same thing with our makeup. We're going to put our primer on first. That's kind of our lightest, product, our lightest feeling product. That's our barrier, and then our foundation, etc. I have been using this now for almost a month. All the videos that I've posted recently, of course, are a month old. This is the Glow Recipe Pineapple Sea Bright Serum. And you can see I've already used it down to here. I absolutely love this so much. So much. And I literally get an entire vial full or dropper full. I put some just here. And then I'll drop some down onto my cheeks. And that's enough. You don't need any more than that. With skincare, you want to work your way coming up. And then with makeup, you want to go down. So I kind of just start by kind of spreading it out just a little bit. And then I'm going to start with my neck. Let me back up some. I'm going to start with my neck. And then I'm going to start. And just very softly. You don't ever want to be too rough with your skin. And again, you guys know I'm all about using my ring finger. I'm sorry if y'all hear my TV. I'm playing Miss Karen Ann right now. And this is so unbelievably nice on the skin. It's super brightening. I mean, I feel like it's picking up even in the camera. And it feels so good. And it smells like pineapple upside down cake, which is one of my favorite things. And then I'm just going to kind of press it out just to make sure that it's getting absorbed into the skin. Again, I'm not tugging at my skin. I'm not being rough or anything like that. I'm just going to wipe my hand right here. Now, after this, if you wanted to go in with a chemical sunscreen, you would do that first and then go on top with your moisturizer. So I like to, when I'm doing an eye cream and my moisturizer, they will be done together. I use these only at night. Again, during the day, I'm using one of these two. So I have taken off my makeup. I have cleansed. I have exfoliated on Sunday and Wednesday. And then I've gone in now with my serums. I'm going to give this just a second. I think that's kind of key too. I feel like you want to kind of wait for everything to really kind of, get drunk into the skin and get pushed into the skin well. Now I'm going to go in with my Nuria Defend Triple Action Eye Cream. Again, I've been using this and this and this for close to a month, about 3 weeks or so. And it just has this little applicator here. I put up like a pea size. I kind of walk it across first and get all the product out. And then I'm just going to take this and run it around that orbital bone, go all the way around. It feels so nice. And again, in an uplifting motion. And I stay right in this particular area. Obviously, an eye cream is meant for the eyes. And this feels really nice. I will also say too, in the summertime, I will typically keep my sprays, my toner, and my eye cream in the refrigerator. And it just gives you kind of a little boost. It feels really nice. Now I'm just going to take my ring finger and gently pat in any excess that may be there. Again, being very, very soft with the skin. We never want to tug at the skin. And then I'm going to pull up another little pea-size amount. And the one I used from Avon was almost the exact same thing, where you could just kind of pull it up in the little thing. And I had like a little roller piece on it. It felt really nice. So again, just massaging it out. I'm going to come up into this area as well. And this feels so good, you guys. Okay, and in that extra tiny little bit, I'm going to just pat it out very gently. Get my hair off of my face. Again, with my ring finger. Now this, I don't always wait for it to like completely dry, because when I go in with my night cream, I kind of avoid this particular area. And I'm going in with the Dr. Brandt, the Hydrobiotic Recovery Sleep Mask. Again, I've been using this for a little while and I'm loving it. Like, I feel like this combination right here has done wonders to my skin. So I always, again, just the tips of my finger, I'm going to press it in. Again, kind of more in the perimeter part of my face and then right through here. And again, I'm just pressing in to begin with to kind of get that product on the skin. And then I still have a little bit left on my fingers. I'm going to go into my neck. And I think a lot of us forget like our neck and our chest area, and those age pretty rapidly. So, and then again, nice upward sweeping motion. I'm going to go into my nose area. That is where I'm very, very dry at. Around here, my cheeks, kind of avoiding that direct area that I just put the eye cream at. Again, upward motions. And then I'm going to press everything in really nicely, really soft. And then anything that I have left, I always take it just to the tops of my hands. Do the same thing during the day with my regular like lotions or moisturizers. And then I will even push it up into my cuticles. All right. Now, we got our eye cream on. We've got our moisturizer on. I'm gonna put my lids back on everything. My husband's like, babe, you really use a shit ton of products. A girl gotta do what a girl gotta do, you know what I'm saying? And then the very last thing, and I only do this if I'm very, very dry. Like a lot of times during the wintertime, I will use oils all the time. But I have used the Josie Maran Argan Oil for many, many years, and I just ran out of my big bottle and I could cry. So I have, the past couple weeks, I'm using the Ordinary 100% organic cold pressed rose hip seed oil, and I really like it. It works kind of just the same. With this, I don't get as much. I don't feel like I need a lot. So I kind of feel like just the bottom part of the dropper. And again, I go into my fingertips. I just put it on my fingertips and rub them together. And with oils, I like to, again, press it into the skin. So I'm going to put it in kind of those 5 areas of the face that I normally do. And then I'm going to press it into the skin. Again, going into the neckline. And again, in nice upward sweeping motions. And then I really kind of focus right in here through my brows. Again, that's where, like in the wintertime, I will literally peel and bleed, and it's so uncomfortable. And then I, again, will take the rest and put it into my cuticles, tops of my hands. And then you can even kind of put it through your hair if you have any excess. I just feel so good when I do my skincare. I don't know if anyone else does, but like, isn't it just like satisfying as hell? Like super duper satisfying. So I'm going to close that up as well. And then I do 2 more little teeny tiny things. I love, and it may sound crazy, let me know if you guys do this too. Hopefully I'm not the only one. But I do not feel, I guess, as clean or as pretty or as feminine if I don't go to bed with perfume on, or just anytime I get out of the shower, but especially at nighttime. I don't know a lot of people that wear perfume to bed, but I like these little Ariana Grandes, and I just do a couple little sprays and just kind of let it come up. Oh, I love it. And I also feel like kind of at nighttime it is just relaxing, you know what I mean? And then the last thing, I did kind of discuss this a little bit in a previous video, but I always, during the day and at night, will go in with a lip exfoliant and a lip treatment. I do like the Hems one a lot. And then I've also been using this Fizz and Bubble lip scrub in blueberry. It doesn't taste the greatest, so yeah, but that's what she looks like. And I literally just take a little bit and I do circular motions. Again, circular motion. And I go slightly outside that lip line, just a little bit. A lot of these you can just eat off. I don't know if this is one of those, so I always just wipe it off. Oh, that's a lick it off. Okay. Again, It doesn't taste the greatest in the world. But this will just bring out like the flush of your natural color to your lips and stuff like that. If you've never exfoliated your lips, I'm telling you, it makes such an enormous difference. Okay, I'm going to make sure it's dried off. And then I either go in, I love, love, love this Jouer lip treatment. I literally like, I mean, you guys have heard me speak about this a million times. I love it. And then I also like the little Lip Glossy by Kapari. If I'm going during the daytime, I'll put this on. At nighttime, I will sleep with this on my lips, or the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I love this one. I just love it a whole lot. So that is what she looks like. Oh, tell me that one's almost gone too. Thank God I have a backup. But it's really light. It doesn't feel like heavy. It doesn't feel like super thick, like in the way that like petroleum, you know, kind of feels like. And I am not a chapstick fan either. I do not like chapstick at all. I don't like the way it feels. I don't feel like it actually works. And I feel like it dries me out. So that's it. And you can see that I am really hydrated. My skin looks really nice and stuff like that. And, you know, I'm going to go to sleep, wake up in the morning, and my skin is nice and fresh, nice and dewy. My lips feel nice. My lips are really hydrated. So I hope that that helps a little bit more. Maybe on Wednesday, maybe I won't put this up yet and I'll wait. And maybe on Wednesday kind of go through the steps again, cleansing, and then I'll exfoliate that day, and then I just do the toner and my masks. But literally that's the only difference. So again, during the day, I just cleanse, and then of course exfoliating on Sundays and Wednesdays. I put toner on, and then either my IT or my Elemis. These are the two that I've been using in conjunction for like quite a while. And then nighttime, again, the only difference is I'm going to go in with my serum, and I'm going to go in with my eye cream, and then my overnight treatment, recovery sleeping mask. And then if I absolutely need it, I will go in with some oil. That is totally personal preference on that. I will also say too, and I'm going to insert pictures because I'm actually glad that I'm doing back-to-back videos. But in my previous video, this little bad boy right here was like horrible. And I do always take before pictures if I'm doing any kind of makeup, foundation, etc. And I slept with this on last night. These are the Skin Iceland blemish dots with willow bark rich in salicylic acid. Now these right here I will put on right after toning, and I'll stick it in place and then just kind of avoid that area for when I'm doing the rest of my skin, if that makes any sense at all. But I literally slept in this last night and woke up this morning, and this thing is way more down. It is not inflamed or anything like that anymore, and I'm gonna make sure I remember to put a before and after picture from last night to today. So that was a lot. And I'm sweating bullets because this light is very, very hot. So again, and I will post it up on the screen as well, just in case I maybe didn't explain it well enough. Because again, I know that I can ramble sometimes and my thoughts get jumbled on me. Yay for anxiety. But pretty much you're going to remove makeup, you're going to cleanse, you're going to exfoliate 2 to 3 days a week. You're going to use your toner first. Serums or your lighter skincare products are going to go first. If you do sunscreen, you're going to put chemical sunscreen on after that, and then your moisturizers, eye creams, face oils, and then you can go on with foundation. But that is it. I hope that that helps you guys in some way. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you so, so much for watching. I definitely feel like I know it's a lot of products is what I'm trying to say, but it's easy. I mean, if I'm not sitting here filming, I'm literally going through it, and of course I'm cleansing in the shower. I'm going to rub my toner on real quick. I'm going to toss my cotton balls away. It's not a long process. I know for somebody that is looking at me like, holy shit, like that, there's a lot of products. I have probably 15 products in front of me. Excuse me, but it literally takes 5 minutes, you guys, and I definitely think that it's worth it. I preach good skincare all the time, and I will tell you, it does not matter. I've said this a million times. You can have a $900, you know, makeup product, and it can still look like shit and not perform on the skin. Your canvas underneath that makeup has to be well cared for, period. That's also kind of why I wanted to do the back to basics and just kind of tell someone, you know, even someone that's never ever cleansed their skin with other than a bar of soap. You know, that's why I did that, and just wanted to kind of say, like, look, at least if you're doing these particular steps, you're on the right path. And again, I mean, I'm 40 years old and I don't feel like I have I don't feel like I've aged a lot. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm aging naturally and slowly, and that's kind of my goal. I'm not afraid of getting older. I was never afraid at 30. I was never afraid at 40. I don't, you know, I'm not dreading 50 approaching in 9 years or whatever. Aging has never bothered me in any kind of way. It doesn't scare me. Like, you know, my mom getting older scares me, but I think that's natural for all of us. So that's it, and I appreciate you ladies and beauties so much, and yeah, I love you guys, and I hope this helps, and I would love to know your routine as well. Yeah, all right, thank you guys. If you like this video at all, then please give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below. If you tap the notification bell, I'd be even more grateful and thankful, and please always remember to be your own best beautiful. Bye, beauties.